Hi, Stacy here today to talk to you about the Disney Parks Beauty and the Beast collectible figurine set. Again, this is Disney Parks. This is not the one that you'll find online. Here is the one you can get online, which you're going to see pretty quickly that the one online is substantially better quality, much higher quality than the one at the parks. But the one online has Gaston, Cogsworth and Lumiere, Belle, Beast, Philippe, and Mrs. Potts, Footstool, and Chip. And I do have a review on those if you'd like to check that out. The Disney Parks set has Beast, of course, Belle, which, wow, her quality, oh my goodness. Anyway, Gaston, Chip and Mrs. Potts, Plumette, which is a different figure other than Philippe, which in my opinion you should have Philippe before Plumette. And then you've got Cogsworth and Lumiere there together. So let's take a look at this. My partner went to Disneyland and got these. The set, you can get two for $28 there at the parks. There you've got your Beast and your Belle there. Beauty and the Beast collectible figures. And the Disney Parks logo. This packaging overall is the one that they use for the park sets. Overall, in my opinion, the Disney Park set is not as high quality as the ones you'll find online. Again, this set, as well as most of their collectible figurines, is for ages 3 and up. It's got your authentic tag there, and your box in the iconic yellow. A cruel and uncaring prince is transformed to a hideous beast by a magic spell. For the curse to be broken, he must learn to love and be loved before the last petal falls from an enchanted rose. Hiding in his bewitched castle with Cogsworth the clock, Lumiere the candelabra, Mrs. Potts the teapot, and Chip the little teacup. Notice they didn't say Plumette, but anyway, he finally meets and falls in love with the beautiful Belle. He becomes a prince again, and they live happily ever after. Well, I hope kiddos didn't see the movie before seeing this box. Kind of give it away, but okay, whatever. I said Plumette. Plumette is, I think, the version in the live action. Babette is in the cartoon. Anyway, you've got Belle, Beast, Gaston, Mrs. Potts, and Chip, Babette, Cogsworth, and Lumiere. So for this, we will call her Babette. My apologies. Let me open this up and we'll take a good look. Alright, we're back here. Actually, I'm going to take these off the scale so we can use the scale. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back here. The first piece we're going to look at is Lumiere and Cogsworth. This is one of the best pieces in the set. A little bit of a paint issue there on the bottom, on the foot there. But it's overall decent paint job, good detail. Definitely cartoon worthy. Very different than the live action piece. They are about almost 3 inches in height, and they weigh 1 ounce exactly. So you could definitely use these as cake toppers if you have a Beauty and the Beast cake to make. These make great cake toppers. Pretty sturdy, a little bit in there, but they're thicker and they're definitely more substantial. Great piece there. Let's look at Babette. My apologies, Babette. Another nice piece. Sometimes you'll find that these figurines can come off their bases pretty easily. She's on there really firmly, although you do see the curve there, and sometimes that bends a little bit to go back in place if you work with it. Be very gentle, but I have seen that base be kind of bendable. She's definitely thicker. A thicker piece. She's about 2 3/4 inches high. Let me reset my scale here. And she weighs 1.2 ounces. I think her feathers here add the weight. A little bit of bend, but a great piece. A little bit of a flaw there. Overall, the paint job's pretty good. She definitely has her flirty eyes there that are working for this figurine. So definitely something to watch out for. Wonky eyes there. Let's look at Mrs. Potts and Chip. I much prefer the cartoon version of these. I don't like the look of the live action ones. That's just me. A little bit of a paint issue there with Chip on his handle. The color of his cup has bled onto the handle. A little bit of a line there. You can see the molding line. Not a huge deal on Mrs. Potts. I don't think these will scratch very easily. Sometimes the figurines can scratch pretty easily. Really easily, but it doesn't appear that Beauty and the Beast has that issue. Overall, they are about 2.5 inches in height. And weighs 1.2 ounces. And there's Chip's little chip there. So again, a decent paint job other than Chip's handle there, but I don't think it's a deal breaker. Let's look at Gaston. Gaston's paint job is weird. He's actually got, I hope this is picking this up, lines in his arms. And it's like 2 different colors, and it's so weird. I don't know why they do that. I've seen it on some of the Avenger figurines too. The paint job on the boot, not great, not consistent. There it goes up a little bit. The Gaston in the other set is way better quality. He looks very generic. Of course, he's got the Disney stamp there. They were made in China. If this didn't come from the parks, if I didn't know where this came from, I would actually think this was a fake Gaston, a counterfeit Gaston, but he's not. And wait till you see Belle. Oh, I'm saving her for last. Save the best or worst for last, we're going to call it. He's just under 4 inches in height. Showing off his biceps there at 1.4 ounces. Definitely feels a little heavier. A little bit of a paint issue with his legs. Again, not a great paint job on Gaston, but at least his eyes are looking the right way. Let's take a look at Beast. Beast here has some wonky eye issue. Not a great paint job on the eyes. Overall, he's okay. I could see his cape, and you can see it there already from just taking it out of the package, and right there, I could see his cape scratching very easily, so you want to be careful with that. If you're storing him, wrap him up in bubble wrap so his cape doesn't get scratched up. But let's see how much he weighs. 4.2 ounces. Yeah, he's definitely heavier. But look, he's got that that curved base as well. And you know what? I bet this base won't bend because of his feet. Granted, his feet seem to be pretty, yeah, they're on there really well. But see, he's kind of wobbly. So I don't know if that is an issue for you. There he's 3.8 ounces. Been playing around with the weight there. Let's see how tall he is. So definitely watch out if you're making a cake. He could sink a little bit. He's about just a hair under 4 inches. Let's see. Is he taller than Gaston? A little bit, but not much. All right. Let's take a look at Belle. This piece is, I'm sorry, hideous. The paint job, the neck. How in the world Disney let this go through quality control? I don't know. I don't get it. Her hands, she's got like webbed hands in her gloves. There's no finger definition. The face. Oh my god, I cannot get over this face. She looks kind of like an alien. Her eyebrows are way up high. She's got a little bit of a crazy paint job there. Oh, what a weird, terrible face she has. I would definitely stick with the Belle from the what do you call it? The set that you can get online at the Disney stores. Even though hers is a little narrow, it's way better than this wide, weird face with the weird eyebrows. She's got a little bit of a paint issue there on her dress. I wouldn't think that is terribly consistent. Each Belle is a little different. There's a Disney China stamp there, and I don't know. You can see there's definitely some quality issues here. This should be all smooth and all one piece, and it's not. There it is. Here it isn't. So, poor show on this one, Disney. Not caring for Belle here. She's not worth your money on this. Look at her hair here at the bottom. It's yellow and flesh tone from the paint. If this did not come from the parks, I would have definitely thought this was a counterfeit Belle. It's going to take some convincing. Yeah, she actually did come from Disneyland, but I swear. Alright, can't say enough about this one. So crazy. About 3.5 inches, and she weighs 2.2 pounds, definitely because of her dress. A little bit of wobbliness, but nothing terribly crazy. Again, from that uneven base there. Not as wobbly as the Beast. But wow, I am not impressed with this set. It is not worth your time. You can find other Beauty and the Beast items at the Disney parks if you want to get something to take home that are way better than this set. So again, we have Belle, Lumiere and Cogsworth, Babette, Mrs. Potts and Chip there, Beast with his cape, Gaston in his hunting gear. Yeah, some of the pieces are worth it if you're doing a cake. Belle isn't. Don't bother with this Belle. Not worth your time. If you found this video informative, if not entertaining, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up there. If you liked it and want to see more of my Disney figurine reviews, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you.